you seek to block my path, do you? Do you challenge me? If so, be warned. None can hope to stand against me in a staring contest. Begin! You are a gracious loser to accept defeat so readily.
I am hesitant even to ask, but what are you doing?
Ah, if it isn't Lorenz spying on me, Well, if you must know, an insolent feline was blocking my path and challenged me to a staring contest. However, we determined the winner quite readily. Were you witness to my victory?
Were you not once a noble?
I was, yes, and still am so at heart. In the future, you will see me as both the head of House Nouvelle and the world's finest mage!
Then it seems I must adjust my perception of you. I always knew you to be a striking beauty who possesses a keen talent for magic. I was even considering you as a candidate for marriage, should you happen to reform your house. But now, to find you competing with a house cat... I beg your pardon. Pray disregard my words.
The gall required to consider a woman as a mate and subsequently disqualify her in the following sentence is staggering. Staggering, I tell you! You are a coarse, vulgar, indecent boor! And were I ever under consideration for your hand in marriage, I hereby withdraw any and all possible interest! Also, you are the head of House Gloucester, yes? Why would I ever hope to marry into a house of such meager standing?
How dare you? The magnificent House Gloucester is anything but meager!
I do dare, and have done! And while I know not of your status within Leicester, House Nouvelle is steeped in tradition, with a bloodline closely guarded and unbroken. I find it hard to believe that joining your house is worth uprooting that.
Well now, I can hardly back down from words such as those. We of Gloucester are legitimate descendants of one of the 10 elites and inheritors of a hero's relic. Long have we held a seat at the Alliance Round Table, why we are among the most distinguished houses in the whole of Leicester. We are no less valuable than House Nouvelle, who, may I add, were condemned to extinction by the previous emperor.
It seems our allegations are doomed to never reach a point of agreement.
Then I suppose we have no choice but to compete, that we may determine which of us is superior.
Choose whatever battlefield you wish, Lorenz. I shall ever be the agent of your doom.
What's up, Raphael?
There you are, Ashe. Here, sit down.
Okay.
Now, eat up.
Hey, this is the dish I was teaching you before. Raphael, did you make this yourself?
I sure did. So grab a shovel and dig in, because it's all yours.
I've got to say, it looks a lot more appetizing than before. Plus, it smells fantastic. All right, let's see what we've got. That was delicious. You used just the right amount of salt, which really brought out the flavor of the herbs.
Hey, you were right. It really does feel great to hear someone say that. I practiced seasoning and putting things on the plate and all that stuff, just like you said. Oh, and I had some of the soldiers do a bit of taste testing for me. It sure was rough at first, but I think I've definitely improved.
Oh, you certainly have. I had no idea you were working so hard on this.
That's because I was sneaky. I only wanted you to try it once I knew it was perfect. You worked so hard to teach me. I just had to pay you back somehow.
Raphael, You know my father used to run a restaurant, right? Well, this is the dish he was famous for.
You're not talking about Lord Lonato, are you?
No, my birth father. He took ill and died a long time ago. I told you what he said about flavor and appearance because he always used to say it to me. And this tastes just like what he used to make. I've tried for years to get the same flavor, but I couldn't do it. Honestly, I never thought I'd taste it again.
Come on. Eating through tears is no way to enjoy a meal. Good food should make you smile, not cry.
Sorry, Raphael. Guess I got lost in the past there for a second. But you're right, good food should make people smile. And everything tastes even better when you're sharing it with a room full of smiling people.
Wait, in that case, that's it! I'm making a new rule when I get back to the inn. You gotta smile when you eat good food.
That'll be good for the cook and the customers alike.
I knew you'd agree. Eating's supposed to be a celebration. So whenever you get a hankering for my cooking again, just say the word, Ashe.
Thanks, Raphael. And I'll be sure to eat it with a smile.
Can't believe I didn't catch anything. Guess it's just that kind of day.
Oh, hello, Leonie.
Hey, Marianne. Where are you off to?
Nowhere. I'm just on my way back from the stables. And you?
Coming back from the world's lousiest hunting trip? I didn't even find a single track. And it's the first time I'd been hunting in a while, too. Talk about a waste of time.
Oh, that's too bad. But what is that you're holding?
Oh, this? Just some weeds. Felt bad coming back completely empty-handed. I figured I could use some to fill up my meal, so I went and gathered them. Also grabbed some medicinal herbs while I was at it.
Is that yellow flower edible too?
No, not at all. It's not poisonous, but it's really bitter. It's one of my favorite flowers, though. They're so pretty, don't you think? I saw some blooming and just had to pick one.
Yes, it's beautiful. All those tiny blossoms blooming from it. It seems almost heroic. Merely looking at it gives me the strength to continue living for another day, no matter what obstacles may come.
Can't say I've ever given it quite that much thought. Tell you what, why don't you take it?
Are you sure? After you went and picked it...
Hey, it's just a flower. It's yours.
Thank you. No, I'll feel bad keeping this lovely flower all to myself. Maybe I can put it in a bouquet and place it in the mess hall for everyone to enjoy.
You're always so thoughtful, Marianne.
Oh, no, it's nothing.
It's something, all right. But speaking of flowers, are there any you want me to keep an eye out for? I can pick whatever you like next time I go hunting.
Well, perhaps some mountain gooseberry?
The little green berries, right? Oh man, I love those. You can boil them up into jam, but I usually just eat the suckers by the handful wherever I find them.
Yes, I was thinking they'd be perfect to feed the birds.
Wait, you're giving them to birds?
I'll eat them too, together with the birds. But there's something you have to watch out for.
You mean the thorns, right? You're pretty knowledgeable about those little guys. Have you picked them before yourself?
No, but the birds told me all about them.
The birds told you. Marianne, you actually made a joke. I love it.
No, it's not... well, I'm glad it made you happy.
It's me, Count Gloucester, Lysithea von Ordelia.
Ah, yes. Please come in.
Thank you. Count Gloucester, I have come here in my father's stead, and must return to the front line soon. But I wish to formally apologize for any trouble caused by the recent events in Ordelia.
Oh? But my domain was left largely unharmed. In fact, if anyone is apologizing here, it should be me. I knew full well what was happening in Ordelia, yet was only able to dispatch a small force to aid you.
It is only natural that a house should prioritize the safety of its own domain. And besides, House Gloucester is tasked with protecting the crucial Great Bridge of Myrden.
Your understanding is appreciated. But for me, I fear this also has a personal component. It is true that I cannot abandon the Great Bridge, yet your father has been my compatriot for many years, and I view him as a true brother-in-arms. Had something happened to him, I would never have been able to forgive myself.
I had no idea you held my father in such high regard.
I have always felt I owed him far more than I was ever able to give.
And what do you owe him exactly?
My lord, you have a messenger from the Federation army.
Send them through.
At once, sir.
Sorry to barge in like this.
What do you want?
Oh, hey, Lysithea. Didn't know you were here, but it actually saves me some time.
You are the mercenary captain who reports directly to His Majesty, yes? Has something happened?
The town south of here has been overrun by bandits, down in Ordelia Territory.
What?
And here I had hoped all those rogues had been suppressed.
It's just a ragtag group of anyone who managed to avoid extermination at the hands of the Federation. Looks like they all came together for one last hurrah. Since the town isn't too far away, I was asked to come here and see if you could spare any troops.
I will send all I can, but I fear it will be a scant force.
But surely the Federation will send reinforcements as well.
Well, that's the thing. Everyone's sorta got their hands full preparing for the next battle. Honestly, they could barely spare me as a messenger.
I didn't realize Claude could be so cruel.
Hey, it's the truth. This is just bad timing. All the big names are scattered off in one place or another. I mean, take you. You're all the way out here apart from the main force, right?
Still your tongue. I'll have you know I'm here on very important business.
This bickering can wait. We need to mobilize what units we have at once.
We? Wait, you're coming?
Am I unwelcome?
Hey, the more the merrier. Welcome aboard.
I am glad to hear it, for any force would be lucky to have the great Irvin Fritz Gloucester on their side. My military prowess may not be as renowned as some, but I have bestrode many a battlefield in my day. Sadly, I could not lend much aid during the recent disturbances in Ordelia, but this is my chance to rectify that error.
In that case, we should be off.
I sure hope he knows what he's doing.
The bandit. You can count on me. Bandits have completely taken over the town.
Then we will just have to take it back, one street at a time. Let us split up and work on capturing each area.
We'll seize every last stronghold.
Let's take it down at once.
I'll take you all on!
Take this! I'm not gonna die here.
Not a problem.
Watch closely.
These bandits are no match for nobles such as ourselves.
Yet they also lack the scruples of nobility. We should proceed with caution. You can count on me. I'll...
Take a breather. This stronghold will fall! Not a problem. I've got...
Watch closely. Let's take it down at once. I don't sense anyone from those who slither in the dark.
I was wondering if we might run into them. Can't say I'm disappointed that we didn't.
Heard a guy could really let loose here. Hope we ain't too late for all the fun.
Take a breather.
You can count on me. I'll do...
Great. More bandits.
Let us show them that the rule of law still holds strong in Ordelia.
They're actually trying to reclaim the strongholds? These frigates need a lesson on when to cut their losses and go home.
Not a problem. I've got this.
You can count on me. I'll do my best. It's my turn. I had thought perhaps you did not like my father, Count Gloucester. I will show you no mercy. And that's what you get.
An
You can count on me.
understandable impression. We did tend to get into heated arguments at the Round Table. Your father and I have strong opinions about how best to protect our own territories and people. We are like-minded in that way.
You can count on me. Oh, yes.
My turn.
I see that now.
It is a noble's duty to protect the Commonwealth. I told my son he must never forget that.
And he remains dedicated to that ideal. Perhaps a little too dedicated.
That should do it. Let us take care of the other bandits now. By the by, Lysithea, is my son making himself useful in the Federation army?
Indeed he is. The man's fervor is rivaled only by that of the king himself. take it down at once.
Not a problem.
It's my turn. You can count on me. I'll do my best. I understand that you often quarreled with the other lords at the Round Table as well.
My quarrels with the other lords were mere petty bickering. Only with your father could I exchange ideas on equal footing.
Watch closely.
It's still fun to be at it with old this place. So, if you want it, come and take it.
You can count on me. I'll do my best.
Take a breather.
I won't let you fiends abuse this town for 1 minute more. They've taken the Civic Building. We must reclaim it with all speed.
I must say, I've been rather worried about your father. I rarely saw him at the Round Table since his illness.
Your concern is appreciated. Sadly, I think his long years of overwork have finally caught up with him.
Enemy down.
A magnificent achievement.
Cease this futility! I'm not a child. You can count on me. I will show you no mercy. And that's what you get. I will show you no mercy. And that's what you get. You can count on me. I'll do my
turn. Not a problem. I've got...
Watch closely.
Take a breather.
When you have the chance.
I'll take you all on. Out of the way.
You can count on me. I'll
take you all on!
Let's take it down at once.
I'm not gonna die here. I'll take you all on. Out of the way. Take this. This is just the beginning.
I'm certain the future we'll forge is bright.
I'm not gonna die here. Here it comes! Out of the way! You're done! I'll take you all on! Looks like we've taken back most of the town.
Not bad at all, my friend. A shame that you were born a mere commoner.
We got nowhere left to run if we lose here. Plant your feet and fight to the death!
You can count on me. I'll do... Did they really think we would let them claim this town?
I'm not gonna die here.
Lysithea, please be careful. I could never face your father should something happen to you.
Your concern is appreciated but unnecessary. Our victory here is assured. Just one more!
Out of the way!
Yes! We've done it!
You did well, Lysithea. Perhaps even better than myself.
Thank you for your assistance.
Not at all. I'm glad the town is safe once more.
I won't let myself stop.
Thank you for your assistance, Count Gloucester.
Not at all. I only wish I could have been of more use. Sadly, my efforts paled in comparison to those of you and your mercenary friend here, Lysithea.
I wouldn't go that far.
Me either. Honestly, I figured you were gonna be dead weight, but you really held your own.
Such impertinence.
But it's a terrible thing to grow old. I hope you never have to do it, either of you. But like it or not, I admit I am past my prime. Still, these old bones did what they could.
You were a tremendous help, and I've no doubt my father will feel the same when I inform him.
Please do give him my best, and let him know that we are still the sturdy pillars of Leicester.
Of course.
That said, I am pleased to see your father has such a superlative heir waiting in the wings. Perhaps Count Ordelia might consider stepping down a tad early?
I cannot say.
As leaders, we often butted heads because we had to look out for the interests of our own realms. But once we have both passed on our title, we could simply be friends. And that is something I would greatly look forward to.
That reminds me, you mentioned earlier that you owed him something?
Ah, yes. It's something of a longer tale, but perhaps now is the time to tell it. When you were still quite young, the Empire often saw fit to meddle in House Ordelia's affairs. As I was on the outside looking in, I was never able to discern any of the particulars. But even as a bystander, it was clear that your father's hardships were considerable. Yet, I did nothing. As leader of the pro-imperialist lords at the time, I could little more than stand by and watch.
Your actions are completely understandable. The Empire would have brazenly ignored any protests of their political interference. As such, we had no choice but to endure their tyranny.
It must have been difficult for you as well. Still, I should have spoken out, if nothing else. I owed your father that much.
I see.
I cannot change the past, but I hope I might help your father live out his remaining years in peace. Perhaps we could take tea together sometime, reminisce on the old days.
I'm certain he would love that.
Hey, tea with a friend sounds pretty nice.
Yes, I am brimming with good ideas. For I am Irvin Fritz Gloucester, after all.